Hey guys, my name is Sonia, and this is
Doo Chris.
we are starting with the first um podcast today, and we're going to be talking about how are you. So stay with us. Let me be the first to ask you, how are you?
That actually went down so well with me. I don't know how you feel when someone gets to ask you how are you and pay attention to the details to really know how you are doing. To me, I feel blessed. I feel renewed each time you pay attention to ask me how are you and care to know about the details. So I can tell you I'm fine.
The truth is, a lot of people out there actually wish that people actually ask them this question with genuinity and sincerity of heart to actually want to know how they are feeling. You get, I mean, it's normal to say, how are you? And you just go, oh, I'm fine, and they go on. But people want to really wish that somebody actually asks them, how are you? And pay attention to actually know how they are. Because I mean, we see a lot of people out there that actually dress up well, they are looking so beautiful. You might just say, oh, this person is literally okay, but deep down they are not okay. They need help. They need somebody that they can talk to, that can actually listen. They need a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
So I'm actually glad that you said you are fine, and I know that deep down, really, you are fine. A lot of people have these emotions inside of them that they don't even know how to go it because they've grown a shell around it. Because anytime they try to speak, people try to shut them up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will actually want to know: have you ever come across a situation like that?
Yeah. I come across a lot. While in secondary school, I was opportunity to be the head girl of my school.
Mm.
And through that process, I related with a lot of people. I got to even relate with people who are older than me, but through leadership, they were my juniors in school. I got to relate with people that actually didn't discover the real them because of circumstances and past things that happened to them and the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been in such position.
So how do you see them? Like when you see them, what is their reactions like? How do they live their life? Yes, in general, what is their lifestyle like?
Okay, most times most of them are actually withdrawn.
Yeah.
They actually feel less of themselves. They actually feel they're not in the best position to get what they are gaining from life. You understand? Even though life throws the best at them, they actually feel they don't deserve it because of their past or because of their circumstances, because of even some go as far as blaming their parents for that which they have been through, that which is happening to them. That's like they live a life in a shell. That's how I see.
Okay, living in school here, I know about a lot of people that they are brilliant. Honestly speaking, they are brilliant. You could tell that these ones have something upstairs, but you find that they don't want to participate. They just prefer to be in their shell. They are even scared to stand up to answer questions.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't know what they will answer, but you see that they are afraid, and you want to find out why are they afraid. A lot of people are battling with low self-esteem. A lot of people are battling with rejection. Like, okay, what about if they have to answer a question and they make a mistake and everybody has to laugh at them and all that? You find that people are going through a lot. So most of the time, you made mention that a lot of people go as far as blaming their parents. So, and that brings me to want to ask, who is actually supposed to blame for a lot of things that goes wrong in our life?
Okay. And to me, I put it that yes, most of the times our parents make their mistakes, maybe our guidance, our siblings, and most people will look up to in life make their mistake. But one thing is very important that we need to know is that our lives is in our hands. We're not going to hand it over to another person to dictate what we become because of our past circumstances. You get, I said your tomorrow, like your tomorrow is built by the seeds of today.
True.
It grows and develops by the seeds of today. So
True.
if you actually going to blame your parents, blame your siblings, blame anybody around because of what happened to you, then it will tie you down. It will tie you down. You won't discover the real you, you won't be the real you, and you won't grow.
Sure. So I have this conversation with a colleague at work, and she was opportune to share with us a lot of things she has gone through in her life. She talked about her relationship with her mom. She talked about her relationship with the opposite sex, and you could find that every stage in her life. I mean, she's barely 25, but you find that at every stage in her life, she has gone through stories that is on that when you hear them, you want to break down for her. You can imagine where a situation whereby she was molested by an elderly person, and when it got to her mom's hearing, the mom blames her for sleeping with a man. Like, who does that? You're supposed to be a shoulder for her to cry on. You're supposed to be her confidence. And the same people end up being the person to actually judge her. Yeah. You talk about she talked about her relationship where she's in school and she even had to like sponsor a guy that is bullying her. Like, the guy literally beats her and she pays the guy's bills. And you see, a lot of those things make somebody don't want to live their best. Yeah. You have a lot of people out there that literally living with this kind of lifestyle. They have a lot buckled up inside of them. They don't feel like sharing, and that is why we are actually here.
Yeah. Of a truth, like, I've come to the recognition that most of us live in our past, of which we have to live in our present. This brings me down to this question, and I would love to know from you. From the story you just told me, from what you told me your friend got to tell you and the rest, are you trying to tell me that it's okay for her to sit down and allow her life be dictated around her past, and let it be that the present happening in her life are dictated by her past, or she should move on, or there is something you think she needs to do to move on from her past?
You know, the truth of the matter is, a lot of shit has gone wrong in our life. Yeah. Now, my pastor will say something. Say that it's not your fault that you're born poor. Yeah. But it's going to be your fault if you die poor. So the same thing applies to the fact that it might not be your fault that you have those experiences at your young age. It might not be your fault that you got raped. It might not be your fault that you were bullied at school. It might not be your fault that your family talked you down and actually said that you can never amount to anything. It's not your fault, but the healing process starts with you.
Yes.
Exactly. You need to literally like understand that this is my life, and I am in control of my life. I am in charge of my life, and I am going to make it what I want it to become. Yeah. The truth of the matter also boils down that a lot of parents that actually talk down on their kids are a result of traumas too. Exactly. It's something that is being passed down to them from their own parents. So that is the life side they know. That kind of generation should actually end with you. You don't need to move it on because you need to find a way to heal. Yeah, yeah. You know one thing, I've been in my darkest moments, and when I'm at my darkest moment, actually, I was forced to learn how to heal by myself, and that became my power. So now I accept myself for who I am. I love myself unconditionally. I've found strength in my weaknesses, and I've found out that I'm actually perfect in my imperfection. Yeah. So it is up to me to actually make the best out of it. Yeah. Not where I am coming from. That place doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. It's where am I right now and where am I going to? Yeah. So that should actually be the dream of anybody that literally wants to heal and become the best version of themselves at all times.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can advise this: quit blaming the past, quit blaming circumstances, quit blaming others. Take your life in your hands. Fight it out. It's not going to be easy. If I tell you it's going to be easy, I'm lying to you. But you are bigger than that tiny voice. You are bigger than that voice that keeps telling you are nothing. It's enough. Like, it's enough of it speaking and dictating your life for you. It's time for you to arise. Fight for your life. It's not enough knowing what to do, but doing what you know. Arise and fight for your life. Fight for the place you want. Fight for who you want to become.
So that's it. So this is the reason why we are having this podcast. Yeah. Our next week, we are going to having a guest with us who is going to be sharing her story, and I know you're going to get motivated. So we know that a lot of people might not want to come out to sit right here with us and share their stories, and that is why we've come up with Anonymous. We would love to hear your story. Yeah. If you are on the healing process, we would love to actually know how far you've come and what your journey has been like. And if you've not even started and you feel you've been looking for somebody to talk to and you haven't seen anybody, talk to us.
So serious.
We want to hear your story.
Yeah.
We want to help you discover yourself. We want to help you heal and live the best and the most beautiful life you can actually live at our stage. Description section or the comment section, there's a link attached for an anonymous. So you are free to actually send us your story via anonymous. We don't need to know who you are, but we just want to hear your story. We can discuss it, give you maybe our advice on how to actually go about it. We'd love to really hear your story.
Yeah.
And if you feel you have something to share with us, you want people to learn from your story, we are always happy to actually have you on our set.
Yeah.
So feel free to come and join us and preach your gospel, because yes, we want to help people heal.
Yeah.
And that is why we are here.
Yeah.
So beyond the school, we want to hear people. We are currently in Benin Republic, so any school, English speaking university in Benin Republic, you can also come. We are inviting you to come share your story with us, because it's going to be a beautiful thing to actually see people become the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
So we are literally rooting for you today.
Okay, today I just want you to know that you're bigger than that problem, you're bigger than your past, you're bigger than that situation, you're bigger than those who think and look down on you. You are what you want, you are what you want to become. And I get to do this always. Anytime I feel less of myself, I get to tell myself, I get to speak myself. Doty, you are bigger, you are greater, you are elegant, you are beautiful. You can do all you say you can do. So God bless you. Keep in touch with us.
Thank you. Bye.